Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video of mine where today I'm going to be showing you how to create a blog on WordPress just like the one you see here for just $1 a month. Now if you guys have never made a website or even used WordPress before, that's totally fine. You can be a complete beginner to all of this and still follow along easily because there's not going to be any coding or anything complicated like that involved. Everything is pretty much drag and drop, and this entire guide is going to be step by step, so I'm going to be walking you through the entire thing. And no matter what type of website you want to create, whether it be a personal website, a blog, or a website for your business, WordPress has thousands of free templates. So even if you don't like the look of this website, there's a bunch of others to choose from, which I'll be showing you guys how to get access to all of them for free. So if this sounds good to you guys and you have 30 minutes, stick around and I'll show you how to create a blog on WordPress. Alright, but before we get started, I just want to go over a few quick basic things you guys need to know before starting your blog website. The first thing I want to go over is cost. How much is it going to be to build this website? So the only thing that you're going to have to pay for is the hosting. Everything else, including the domain name, WordPress, which is the free website building platform that we're going to be using, and the templates are all free. And if you guys are really new to this and you aren't sure what website hosting is or a domain name is, here's how I usually break it down for people. So your domain name is simply the name of your website. So for example, youtube.com, google.com, those are examples of domain names. And now for the hosting, try to think of it like this. If you're going to build a new house, you would need the land to put the house on first. So if you think of your website as the house and the hosting as your land, it can help simplify things a little bit. And so basically, your hosting is where your website is going to live online. You guys can use any hosting provider you want, but I'm going to be using GoDaddy because it includes a free domain name. It has a one-click WordPress installation, which really is going to speed things up for us, and it has a low price. So if you guys want to follow along step by step, that's what I'll be using in this video. Okay, so now we can go and start setting things up, and this right here is pretty much a small breakdown of what we're going to be doing along the way. So the first thing we're going to need to do is get our website hosting, and to do that we're going to head over to my hosting discount page so we can apply our $1 coupon code. So the link to that is createwpsite.com/promo codes. Or you can click the link in the description box below this video. So once we get here, we're going to land on this page, and then we're going to scroll down a little bit and click on this GoDaddy coupon, and that will automatically apply the $1 discount code for us and bring us to this page here. Okay, so now we're going to click on the Get Started button, and we're going to pick our plan, and we're going to choose the basic plan. Then we're going to scroll down and we're going to keep the 12 months selected. And then after that, we can just go down here and click on continue. Okay, now this is where we're going to select our free domain name. So whatever you want your website called, you can just enter it in here and see if it's available. And if you guys are having some trouble figuring out what you want to call your website, here's a couple of tips that can help you out. Okay, and then after that, we're just going to click on the submit button to see if it's available. And if it is, you can click on select and continue. Then after that, we're just going to scroll down. You can see that we got our promo code applied. We're just going to go to click on the checkout button. Alright, and then this is where we're going to create our GoDaddy account. So make sure you guys make a note of this info, because if you ever want to log in your GoDaddy account, this is how you're going to do it. So once you create your account, just click on the Create Account button. And then this is the payment page. I'm just going to be using PayPal. Okay, and if everything looks good, it probably should be $12.18, and you can click on the Complete Purchase button. Okay, and so our hosting has been purchased. Now what we're going to do is install WordPress. So what we need to do is actually scroll down here, and then we're going to click on this manual WordPress setup. And now this is where we're going to create our WordPress username and password. And also make sure you guys make note of this info. You're going to use this username and password anytime you want to log into your WordPress website. So once you create that, you can just click on the continue button. And then once we get to this point, you guys can just scroll down here and you can select your location that you're at. It should probably be selected already. If it's not, just select it and then click on continue. Alright, and now this is just pretty much setting up our site for us, and this can take a few minutes. Like it says, could take a couple minutes, could take 5, so just wait for it to load and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so as you can see, it says congrats, your site is ready. Now after that, all we're going to do is click on the view my site button. That's going to take us to our WordPress website, and as you can see here, this is just the blank template that they put on it. And what we need to do now is we need to go up to the top left corner and we need to click on the WordPress dashboard button. And this is where you're going to be able to control your entire WordPress website. But before we get into that, we're just going to add our domain. So if you click on this add domain button right here, it's going to take us to this page right here. And now just select your domain name and then make sure that box is ticked and then click on attach. Okay, and then once we scroll down here, you're going to see it says we're working on updating our domain. Again, this can take a couple of minutes, so we'll just wait until that's finished. Okay, that's done. You can just close this box and then scroll back up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to close these pages and then we're just going to open up a new page. And what you're going to do is you're going to type in your website name, and at the end of it, you're going to type in /wp-admin. Now this is the address you're going to go to anytime you want to log into your WordPress site. So now once we get to this page, this is your login page. You're going to enter in your WordPress username and password that you created earlier. And now after that, you're just simply going to click on login, and like I said, this is going to be the way you log into your WordPress website anytime you want to. That's just going to take us back to our WordPress dashboard, and now we can start building the actual website. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add our website/blog theme. So to do that, we're going to go over to where it says Appearance, and then we're going to click on Themes. Now once you guys get here, you won't notice any of these themes right here because it's a brand new website. So what we need to do is go up here and click on the Add New button. And now this right here is where all the different WordPress themes are. If you guys go up here and you click on these different tabs here, you'll see the number changes. That's the amount of templates that fall under this specific category right here. And if you click on these other tabs here, you'll notice even more. And then if you go to the feature filter, you'll notice there's a bunch of different things that you can select if you have a certain preference on how you want your theme to look. And if you just select those, then click on Apply Filters, it will show you all of the themes that fall into those specific criteria. But what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to where it says Search Themes, and we're going to type in Fairy. That's our website theme. And then once we get here, you're going to see it right here, and we're going to click on the Install button. And then after you click on Install, you're just going to click the Activate button. And then after that, your website theme will be then installed. And so to check it, we're just going to come over here to where it says Themes. And your theme that's activated should be right here, and this is Active Fairy. So now once we have that done, we're going to go and add a title and tagline to our site. So to do that, we're going to go over here to where it says Settings, and then we're going to click on General. Okay, so this is where we're going to add in our site title and tagline, and you'll see I already have mine in. I put in Yoga Fit because it's a yoga blog, and also the tagline. You guys don't have to have a tagline, but I like to put it in, and like WordPress says, in a few words, explain what this website is about. You guys can put what it's about, or you can put, like I did, a quote here. Either one doesn't matter, or you can choose to do nothing and just leave it blank. But after you guys figure that out, all you have to do is scroll down here and then click on the Save Changes button. Okay, and then after that, we're going to go down here actually to where it says Permalinks, and we're going to click on that. So what we're going to do here is, you're probably going to have this one selected, date and name. This is the default one. But what you need to do is come down here and just click on the post name. And what this is going to do is clean up your website URL a little bit. So it's just going to be your website slash whatever the article is called. Versus this way, as you can see, it's got the date here and plus whatever is going to be the name of your article. It just kind of complicates things a little bit, where this just simplifies it. And so after you do that, we're just going to go down here and click on Save Changes again. And now I'm going to head back to the dashboard. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is create our first blog post, and to do that we're going to come over here to the left where it says Post, and then we're going to click on the Add New button. And then once we get here, this is what your blank post is going to look like. As you can see, there's a spot for a title, and then everything right here is where you're going to add your content. And then if you come over here and click on this button, if this ever disappears right here, this post and block section right here, all you have to do is click on this button and then it'll bring it back up. But what I'm going to do is go to this post right here that I already created to show you guys an example of what it should look like. So if we scroll down right here, you'll see that I have the title, and then I have some text right here, and then an image. And if we keep scrolling down, another image that links out to a website. I'll show you guys how to do that. And then if you keep going down, a YouTube video. I'll show you guys how to put that in too. If we scroll back up, I'll show you how I did all this stuff right here. Okay, so the first thing you're going to notice is when you move your mouse around here, you'll notice these little lines come up right here, and then this plus button. These are called blocks, and basically what they do is if you click on one of them, for example, if you want to write some text, you would click on paragraph, then you guys can add in your own text. And then if you go back and click on it again, you'll notice other stuff like an image. That's how I got this image right here. And all you have to do is click on the upload button, and then you select your image, and then it will automatically pop up. Or you can click on your media library. And for example, if I click this image and then click select, it simply pops up just like that. And if you guys want to delete it, select it, click delete. Or say that you guys want to have an image that if someone clicks on, it will take them to a different website. So for example, right here, if I click on this image, you'll notice this little button right here which says insert link. All you have to do is click on that, and say for example, if you wanted to have this link to a YouTube video, you would go up to your YouTube URL, you would copy it, and then you'd paste it in right here. And you just click on this apply button, and then anytime somebody goes and clicks on this image right here, it will send them to whatever the link is that you put inside that little box. And then also, since we're on the subject of images, if you go here to where it says post, you scroll down, you'll see something called a featured image, and this is basically the image that's going to pop up on your homepage for your website for each one of your posts. If you look at my homepage right here and you scroll down, you will see these images right here. These are all your featured images. And to set a featured image, all you have to do is click on, it's going to say set featured image, and then you just click on it. Or if you want to change it, you can click replace. And it's the same thing as every other image that you're going to put in there. You just select the one that you want, click on set featured image, and then your featured image will be set. And then also too, if you guys don't want a featured image, you can leave it blank and you can just click on remove featured image and you can keep it blank and then nothing will show up for it. And then if we keep scrolling up here, you'll notice something else here called categories. We're going to get more into this in just a minute. But if we go back over here to some more basic stuff, like say you want to bold something, you'd simply just click this, the bold button, and that'll bold that for you. And if you want to get rid of it, select it again, click on bold, gets rid of it. And then say you guys have an image that you want to be centered, or maybe you want it to go to the left or the right. Just click on this alignment button right here and click on align center, and then that image will be centered for you. And then if we scroll down here to where the YouTube video is, I'll show you guys how to do that. So all you're going to do is click on one of these blocks right here, and then you're going to click on this YouTube button, and if this doesn't show up, just search for YouTube right here and then it will pop up. Then after that, just click on that, and then you're going to take your URL for your YouTube video, which is right here, and you're going to copy that. You come back and you're going to paste it in and click on embed. And now your YouTube video is embedded in your post. And then if you guys want to get rid of it, you can just select it right here and then click on remove block. And then it's gone. And now if you guys ever want to put space between some text, all you have to do, for example right here, is go and click a block, and then if you type in spacer, this will pop up, and you can go over here to the right, and this is going to determine how many pixels or how much space is going to be between those words. So if you guys want a lot of space between something, you can bring this bar up, or if you don't, you can bring it back down. So that way if you guys need to put space in between anything, you can. And again, if you want to delete it, just select it, hit delete, and then it's gone. And then also too, if you guys want to switch the color of your text, for example, if I highlight this right here and you go over here to color settings, you'll see right there, you can change the text color, switch it to whatever you want. There it's red. You can also switch the background color too, and this is sometimes good if you want something to stand out well. And then also too, if you guys want to undo anything that you did previously, you can click on this undo button. You can see you can just go back and it'll bring it back to normal. Go one more time. And then also too, don't be afraid to just go and check everything out too. Like for example with the blog section, if you click on browse all, just go through this stuff and check it all out, click on it, and then, you know, if you don't like something, just delete it. But that just sort of helps you get familiar with everything. So that's pretty much going to cover everything we need to on the post section. Now I'm going to go and show you how to create categories. And basically what these are used for is just to help people navigate your site a little bit easier. So if we go over to my site here and scroll up, you're going to see all these different categories right here. And I'm going to show you how to put these categories into a menu that will show up on your home page just like this. And if you guys ever want to go back to your dashboard from your home page here, all you would do is go up to where it says your site title and then click on dashboard. Okay, so now we're going to start adding in our categories. So to do that, we're going to go over here to the post section, and then we're going to click on categories. And now depending on what type of blog you have, that's going to determine the categories or the different categories that you're going to have on your blog. So for example, my site or my blog is a yoga blog. So I went and put in the categories of equipment, exercise, food, meditation, sleep, and yoga poses. And then if you look right here, you'll notice these little dashes, and then it says yoga blocks. These right here fall under this main category right here. If you go down here, you'll notice some more. So if you go to my page here, you'll notice that these pop up. So they're basically subcategories for each one of these that has this little arrow pointing down right here. And now I'm going to show you how to do that. And so all you have to do to add in your own category is go right here where it says name, and this is going to be what your category name is going to be. So for example, since I already have food up here, I'm going to put in healthy food. Then I'm going to go down here and click on add new category. And now that is now a main category. And so say I wanted to put other categories, or I wanted to put subcategories under it, like for example, let's just say chicken. Now I would go down here to where it says parent category, and then I would find healthy food, and then I would click on add new category. And then if you see right here for equipment or healthy food, right under it is chicken. And then say if you guys want to get rid of any of your categories that you created, you can just select them right here, and then you click on delete, and then you can click apply, and that will get rid of those categories right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add these to the menu here. Now to do that, we're going to go over to where it says appearance, and then we're going to click on menus. Alright, and right here is the menu section, and when you get here it's probably going to be blank, so what you're going to need to do is click on create a new menu. Now it doesn't matter what you call this menu, you can even call it new menu like I did. That doesn't matter, it's not going to show up, that's just for you to see. So just click on create a new menu, and you can name it, we'll just do menu 2 for example, and then I'm going to click on create menu. That's going to save it right there. And if you go to now where the categories section, which we just created, you're going to notice you'll see all your different categories right here. So if you just select the ones that you want, just going to go and select all of these, and then you click on, or you could just select all, and then I'm going to click on add to menu, and that's going to add all of those for us. And if you ever notice that you might be missing any of your categories, if you go to view all, that's going to bring up all your different categories right here. And so you guys can arrange these like this. You can move them around, and that's going to, like for example, equipment will now be first. That would pop up first right here. And so you guys can arrange those in whatever order you want. And so since I have equipment up here, I'm going to select these. These are my subcategories for the equipment category. I'm going to click on add to menu. And now the way I would make these fall under this category right here is you just pick them up like this. You'll notice if you go in a little bit, see there, if you go in a little bit, this now is going to be, like it says right here, it's going to be a sub item. So I'm just going to do that for these, and then this one. And then those will all be subcategories right here for this main category. And then once you guys got all those placed in the exact order you want, make sure you scroll down here, and this is key. You have to remember to click on primary menu. Once you do that, all those categories that you just put up right there, they'll all show up right here. And then also you'll see a home category. I always just put one of those there to make it easy for people to navigate back to the home page if they want. And so to do that, you would go up here to custom links, and then you would take your URL, whatever your blog URL is right here, you would select it and you paste it in right here, and then you would put home right there, and then you would click on add to menu. Find that, and I usually put that one first, so I would put that right above there. And then after you do that, like I said, make sure the primary menu is selected, and then click on save menu, and then you should see all your different categories pop up on your homepage menu. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to go and add some of the stuff in here on your sidebar. Now to do that, we're going to be back over here on the dashboard, and we're going to go down to where it says appearance, and we're going to click on widgets. Okay, and so the first thing here you'll notice is the image box, and to get that, all you would do is take this image box right here and you just drag it over. Then you just click on add image, and then you can upload from your media library, or you can upload your own file from your computer. You just select it and then click on add to widget after that. And then once you do that, you will see your image pop up here, and then there also will be a link. So wherever you want people to go when they click the image, you would just paste that link in right here, and then you click on save. And usually the size for these images that works best for the sidebar is about 300 by 250. And you guys can add in, eventually once you get some traffic going to your blog, you can add in Google AdSense or an Amazon affiliate product, or really anything you want right there. I'm not going to go into how to set up Google AdSense and all that stuff right there. If you just look up on YouTube how to add Google AdSense to your WordPress website, you're going to see a ton of videos pop up that'll show you how to do that. But really you only need to do that once you start getting traffic to your blog. Now the next thing is, if you scroll down, you'll see the search bar here, which is always good just to have a search bar so anybody can look up whatever they want on your website and then they can find it. And same thing, if you guys want to add that, you just select it right here and then drag it over there. Then here's another image I got right here. Same thing, just do the same thing to do that. Then also the recent post. If you go here, you can just go and grab it right here. Actually, I'm using the very recent post. You just grab it, select it, and then bring it to whatever spot you want it to. Then you can leave it on, I have it on 5. You guys can adjust that right here. And now also too, I wanted to mention to you guys, if you need free stock photos to use, you can go to the site right here called pexels.com. You can just search in for whatever you're looking for, and these images are all free to use. And then also too, when I mentioned the size of these right here, about 300 by 250 usually works best for the sidebar. You can just go to this website here called simpleimageresizer.com. You can go and upload your photo. Then you can add in the exact dimensions right here and click on resize, and then it will create a resized photo for you by whatever dimensions that you guys want. And so if you guys want your sidebar to look exactly like mine, how mine's set up, this is the layout you would use. You would do first an image, then the search button, and then you would do another image, and then the very recent post, and then another image right there, and then it will look exactly like mine does right here. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to customize some of this stuff right here. So if we go up here to customize and click on that, it's going to bring up this little sidebar right here. And this is where if you guys want to, for example, go and change, you can also add and change your site title right here. If you guys want to get rid of it, you can just click on that. Go back here. If you click these, you can add the menu back in. You can add the search up there. I have these both selected off. And then here is where the color section is going to be. Header text color. This is, you guys can just change it to whatever you want by clicking one of those colors. You can also change the background color. And then right here, if you guys look, if you want the exact colors that I'm using, there it is right there. All you have to do is type in this number. And then this is the background color right there. And then this is the header text color that I used there. And you guys can just go through these and just check them out. You don't even have to switch anything. You can just click on them and go through, like for example here, if you want to get rid of the date, you can just switch the stuff on and off just to see if maybe you like it a different way. And then if you want a different header image, say you don't want it to just be blank like this, you can go here to header image. As you can see, the recommended size is 1900 by 250. So you would just click, you would find your image first, save it, and then you would go and just click on add new image, then you would upload it, and then the image would be right there. You guys can also add a site logo too by going up to site identity and then clicking on the logo. I don't currently have one, I just have the site title and the tagline. And then the last thing I wanted to mention to you guys too is anytime you go and change any of this stuff right here, just make sure after you've changed it, you go and click on the publish button, otherwise it won't be saved. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to do it for this how to create a blog on WordPress video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You now should have everything you need to create your own blog. So go out there and make sure you start adding some new posts to your blog, and once you get a few of them up, you will notice your blog will really start to fill out more and more. And remember to work at your own pace too, because otherwise it's really easy to get overwhelmed with all of this if you're new to WordPress. If you guys have any questions or comments, just leave them down below this video and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe too if you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck with your new blog, and I'll see you guys in the next video.